Today we're back in the TTS Club Discord where the world's strongest Dune Imperium players collect to battle it out on the table. Will I get crushed and embarrassed in front of everybody, or will I pull out a heroic victory? Okay, so we are going second here. Fourth place took Princess Yuna. Third took Duke Leto. Now there are some really spicy cards up in the row right now. Treachery, Liet Kynes, Spice Hunter, Firm Grip, just awesome cards. Also the texts are pretty good too. Mimic Film, Holtzman, Spy Satellites. You know what, this might be a Helena game. I've got to get these cards. Yeah, we'll go Helena. We need to use her Signet Ring ability to reserve some cards. There's just too many good ones. And looks like green will go with Ariana Thorvald. First combat is for a victory point. We'll see what Ariana wants to do here. And she will play her Fold Seek Allies. Wow, and heading straight on over to Hardy Warriors. I like the play. So she will be able to take down this victory point, most likely. Usually the Hardy Warriors is good enough to get you there. Okay, my turn. I have two convincing arguments, which is a little bit awkward, but we have our Seek Allies. Fold space is available, so we will take it. And we will be drawing into Diplomacy in our next hand, so pretty easy play for us. Usually a good idea to get access to interstellar shipping as early as possible, and I should be uncontested for a while. And the nice thing is, Duke goes after me. So even if they catch up pretty quickly with their ring, I'll still be blocking them most of the time. But anyway, the Duke will play their Dune Desert Planet. They'll head on over to Smuggling. Really good play. Really important to deny Smuggling to Princess Yuna. So good job by the Duke there, keeping everything balanced. That's why it can be a little hard to play Yuna at a fourth position. I imagine she was attracted by the Firm Grip sitting up there. Just head on over to Wealth over and over again. Might get an early reveal here for Liet Kynes. I wouldn't be surprised. We do have a good backup option in Firm Grip if it does get taken though. But it looks like red will play their Seek Allies. And they'll head on over to Wealth. Always a solid backup option, as Yuna. She does get 3 Solari and a bump. Okay. Green with the reconnaissance here. We'll see if they decide
to... Is there a timer when you play a tournament game?
So they will go to Arakeen.
People to take their turns? No?
Nah. Sometimes people will take a couple of minutes. I mean, if it gets crazy, someone will probably say something, but I think for the most part, it's all been fine.
Okay.
It's as for a tournament setting, it's still pretty relaxed. So we have a decision here. We could play our Dune Desert Planet and get 1 spice. We could play our dagger and go to tech negotiation, which honestly isn't a bad play. The only thing we're really worried about here would be green revealing for Liet Kynes. And I think the only way they have it, 2-4, yeah, they could easily have it here. So I think it's worth the early reveal. And just lock that down. It's such a good card. And of course, Doofier comes off the top. Another really good card. Not as good as Liet Kynes, but still pretty good. Hopefully he's still around so we can use our Signet Ring ability to reserve it. Yeah, if green doesn't draw the card there, I think I'm a little bit more comfortable leaving it up. But this card's too good to let someone else get it. This is multiple points in a turn with Spice Must Flows, so worth grabbing it while we can. Blue ends up playing their Diplomacy. They head on down to Still Suits to get a water and get a bump. Reasonable. I'd imagine you would throw at least 1 troop in here. If you can get second place for a water, that's pretty good. Although you are at risk for Yuna to go behind you. She could put in 2 troops to take the water, but even if you're just getting 1 spice for the troop, that's not terrible early on. And you need to feed your Signet Ring anyway, so yeah, I agree with that. Red will start out with their dagger here and head on over to tech negotiation. This is kind of what we thought about doing. They're probably saving up for one of these better cards. And I don't blame them at all. There are some good ones down here. So, okay, green only reveals 3. I'd imagine it would probably be a Weirding Way here. Maybe an Arrakis Liaison. Maybe a Spice Hunter, but I like Weirding Way. Especially if you're going interstellar shipping. Just getting 2 turns in a row can be pretty good sometimes. Decent access, decent swords. I think another strong... I mean, you can never really go wrong with an Arrakis Liaison, but Spice Hunter does give you some decent access. I'm not a huge fan of the card, personally, though. I'd be tempted for the Weirding Way here. I think you just take it. It's a pretty good effect early on. But they do go for the Arrakis Liaison instead. We've already revealed. Blue will reveal 3 and a dagger. Let's see what they decide to take here. They have the same choice. I imagine you go for the Weirding Way here. And they do, revealing a mission area. Very good card with Bene Gesserit synergies. Red to reveal. They'll reveal 3 as well and a dagger. 4 because they went to tech negotiation. And they will take the Firm Grip. Very good with Yuna, can almost always afford it. And very powerful if you can get the alliance. Okay, take your rewards. So green locks down the victory here. Blue gets a water. Overall, sure everyone's happy with that. So we knew what we were going to do here.
Wait, sorry, but I did not push myself in the shipping track.
No problem.
Yeah, sorry for that.
Or you were blue, though.
Yeah, I'm blue. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, we'll go first. We will do what we said we would. We'll get this victory point. Unlock interstellar shipping access for us. Always very powerful. No one else is even close right now. And we'll pick up a fold space card. Blue will play their Dune Desert Planet. And they'll head back to smuggling here. We'll see if they decide to collect. And they do. So that enables them to get a really early Swordmaster here. Very solid by the Duke. Una will use her Signet Ring. Of course, not having enough Solar to use it. But she will just head on over to Tech Negotiation again. I'd imagine she would pick up the Mimic Film here. And she will. So solid pickup, getting extra persuasion every single reveal. Revealing Disposal Facility. Not a bad one. Ultimate Engine still up on the table, as is Spy Satellites. Very powerful card. We might actually want to make a rush for that. But unfortunately, we're down the Fold Space Alley, so it'll be a little while. Although if everyone keeps ignoring Spice, we'll be in a position to grab 4 at once with the Haga Basin here. Ariana uses her Signet Ring. She heads on over to Carthag, getting an Intrigue card, get a troop, and we'll see how many she decides to put in here. Not my favorite. Combat, probably one of the worst ones, I think. But in a scenario where there's some decent text up there, getting the Spice early on is never bad. And if you can lock down first base, you get an Intrigue card as well. Just obviously not as good as getting a victory point or a bump on a track. We will head on over to Interstellar Shipping. Get working on this track. And we will reserve a card. And this reserve will be a denial reserve. So do we want to get Thufir out or Treachery out? And I think the answer is Thufir. So, yep, don't want people to get that. Of course, if we don't acquire the card, it does get destroyed at the end of the turn. So we're pretty much just deciding no one can play with Thufir this game. Blue will play their dagger, head on over to Swordmaster. Very nice early play. So now they have an extra action every single turn for the rest of the game. Red to move here, but it hasn't been able to get a ton done, unfortunately. They've been denied a lot of the good spots. We'll see if they decide to get involved in this conflict. They do play a Dune, so they'll at least be collecting some spice. Oh, never mind. They did flash a Dune. Always recommend deciding what you're going to do first before showing your cards. It probably won't end up mattering here, but they do end up playing the Reconnaissance, heading on over to Erkeen to gain a troop, draw a card. I imagine you just throw in the 1 here. Just get 2 spice, maybe 1 spice, but I don't think that's a terrible trade for 1 troop early on. I doubt Blue's getting involved here, but they might. Green will play their Dune Desert Planet. And they'll lock down the Imperial Basin here, getting 2 spice, or 1 spice, and they get to draw a card with Spice Addict. Our turn, we will reveal. We have 2 buy, 1 dagger. So, do we want the Spice Hunter is the question. And I don't think we do. I think we'll take the Arrakis Liaison, and Thufir will go into the trash. So Blue will play their Signet Ring here. And they'll just head on over, collect the other spice. Someone's got to be looking at the Spy Satellites. As long as no one picks it up next round before us. And I don't think they'll be able to. Well, maybe they will with the rewards from this combat. Because we will be going last next turn. We definitely have access to interstellar shipping. And I didn't notice, but Blue also used their Signet Ring ability to head on over and grab 1 more influence there. So they'll also end up getting interstellar shipping access pretty soon. Red will reveal 6 here. And what do you take? You got to take the Treachery, right? It's too good. Giving you the double bump. Oh, revealing Guild Bankers. Oh my goodness. What a powerful card. Enables double spice turns. If I'm able to get that card with Liat Kynes, that's easy triple spice buys. I have to imagine Green will take it. They have 4 cards here. Red also takes an Arrakis Liaison, by the way. Yep. So Red reveals 5 and a dagger. 5. Yeah, you take Guild Bankers here. Discounting it by 3, making the Spice Must Flows cost 6. So pretty easy to get to 12, so you can get 2 in a turn. And they do take it. We have to remember they have that now. Important to plan around that kind of thing. And they also take an Arrakis Liaison. Blue reveals 2 and a Seek Allies. And Honestly, I'd be pretty tempted by this Guild Administrator here. It's not a bad card, and they do take it. Wow, 2 mission areas here. Bene Gesserit Sister, Bene Gesserit Initiate, so a lot of Bene Gesserit synergies coming up. So green gets first place. They get some spice. They get an intrigue card. And and blue and red both get 1. So not bad. Okay, not a bad hand for us. A lot of access everywhere. The disaster would be if we didn't draw into interstellar shipping access, but we do. So that's always nice. And unless someone picked up an intrigue that gives them a lot of influence with the guild, we should be fine. And right now we have the siege for the Imperial base and giving up a lot of water for the victory. So we would like to get a troop in here. A lot of spice up for grabs on the Great Flat right now. I'm sure the Duke would be tempted by that. And they will play their Signet Ring. Yep, and they'll collect all that great spice. Really good value. And yep, they will use their Signet Ring ability. Take the point here. Such a good Signet Ring ability. Overall, just such a good character. And yeah, you dump the troop in here. You're happy with any of these rewards. So red will use their firm grip. They'll head on over to wealth. So they get 3 Solari, and they can pay 2 to move up anywhere else, I'd imagine. So they get the victory point here. And they get to move up 1 here. Really good turn. And they still gain a net of 1 Solari with her ability. So what's really fortunate about this situation is, sure, there's one other person with access to interstellar shipping, but they're going first right now. Every other turn, I'm going to be going before them, so they're never going to get to use that, unfortunately for them. So now green has to decide, do they go to tech negotiation now and pick up spy satellites? Because it's so good, such a good tech, basically gives 3 points, and I think they will, it looks like. And that's definitely the right call. So they will get the water. Yep, they take it. Damn, we would have loved to have gotten that. That was definitely the right call, though. We're in a really good position to take it away from them. So now, do we go up and down? I actually think Disposal Facility would be really good in our deck. We're going to be revealing for a lot. We have Liat Kynes. We want to thin down our deck. What do we want to pick up from this row? That's the question. Bene Gesserit Sister wouldn't be too bad. We are going to have to keep in mind that Ariana is effectively... I think she gets all the points right now, so she's at 6 points with that deck. We're definitely going to interstellar shipping, so we'll do that first. So unfortunately, if we want to get a tech here, we have to take the spice, and I don't think it's worth doing that. We want to get our Solari, we want to get our Swordmaster going, so we'll go down and then up. We'll take the Solari, we'll get our troops, and we'll take the bomb here. Start working on this alliance. Always good to get it early. And I think that is it. Oh, so we do get the reserve a card as well. Oh, what do we reserve here? I think this is probably our best bet. Maybe Spice Hunter. We actually do. We want Fremen cards, especially with Liat Kynes. So this is going to be more of a denial pick because we're going to be picking up Arrakis Liaisons anyway. What card would I at least want someone else to have? Probably. Which one would I value more? Probably I'll get rid of this one. Revealing Spice Smugglers, okay. I'm not going to be buying that card, but I just want to deny other people. I'm going to be picking up Arrakis Liaisons. Really heads up play by green there, grabbing this before we could. So I do, unfortunately, I give the Duke the ability to grab the Mentai here for 1. Always good to grab that whenever you can. Red will play their Diplomacy, and they'll just head on down to Still Suits, get some water. So this is kind of a free combat right now. Oh, a Water of Life here from Ariana. It is a really good card. We'll see if they're able to get some Spice Mist flows going. Usually I do like to save that for either Spice Mist flow turn or if you have a really terrible draw. And they'll start out with a Reconnaissance here. And they'll just head on down to Carthag, get an intrigue card and a troop. So, we are the second to last people to go. Duke has a lot of actions left. But I think we can lock down this combat pretty safely. They can only get 1 more troop from a space, and that would be Arkeen. So now, how much do we have to commit here? We don't have any intrigue cards, and we have no swords in hand. So I think we do have to play this. Play it to Hardy Warriors. We should be good. We just have a ton of troops now. And we do get to draw a card. Okay. This always goes back to the supply. So we have a decent amount of buying power here too. See what Blue's able to do. We would love to take this combat down. Blue doesn't have any intrigues, which makes me feel a little bit better. And I don't think they bought any big sword cards. I don't think anyone has. So they'll start at... Oh, no. They can go to Highliners. Didn't even notice that. Okay, they won't. But wow, we could have gotten really punished there. I wasn't even accounting for that. I honestly think it would have been the right move to go to Highliners there. They should have punished me hard. I'm not used to people having 7 spice in the beginning of the game. They might still end up doing it, honestly. We're not out of the woods yet. I mean, it's much less likely now that they use their diplomacy, but I don't see their Sikh allies over here, so they might still have it in their deck. Red reveals 2. They just pick up Spice Smuggler, so we'll have a little bit of a challenge keeping this alliance from them. They'll be chasing us up with that, annoyingly. But it is a good card for her. So green with a pretty big reveal here. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 with tech negotiation. So they do take the point.
9?
Yep, they went to tech negotiation.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
So we'll reveal. 2, 4, 6, 7. Ugh. None of these cards are that good. And we really want to be playing around our win condition, which is Liat Kyne. So I think we'll just take a couple of Arrakis Liaisons and call it a day. That's 2. We could get a Spice Hunter as well, actually. That would diversify our access a little bit. Yeah, we'll go for it. So actually, that just shows the error of the sequencing I just did. If I was going to get a Spice Hunter, I should have bought that first to see what was revealed. Okay, yep. Oh, there's the Highliners. Absolutely brutal. And that's the right call here for sure. It's a victory point. Big denial from us. And they know exactly how many they have to put in to win this. I have no intrigue cards. So they just have to put in 5, and they lock this down. 5 total. Ugh, gross. What a waste of resources by us. But we do get 2 water. So I'm not too upset by this. As far as second place rewards go, this is pretty good. Okay, and you're just revealing now, Blue.
Yeah. Just the 3.
I'd be pretty tempted to start going for some of these Bene Gesserit cards. Bene Gesserit's sister is really good. And they do go for it. Oh, revealing a Smuggler Stop there. We'd love to get our hands on that. Fortunately, we just played our Signet Ring, so we won't be able to. Okay, combat. Starting with Blue.
Pass.
Green.
He wrote that he passed.
Oh, he wrote that he passed. Okay. Take your rewards. So we get 2 waters here.
Secure Imperial base.
A little unfortunate, but we should have noticed that they had enough spice. That's on us. I wasn't planning around that at all. So not the strongest start. We'll probably be able to turn it around. Fortunately, we still get to go interstellar shipping as much as we want here. Okay, another victory point combat here. Siege of Arakeen. We'd love to win one of these. We have a lot of daggers in hand now. This is actually a terrible hand. But fortunately, we can go interstellar shipping. Get more Solari. Get our Swordmaster. And we should be able to beat everyone else out. You know what? Maybe Yuna beats us there. She has 6 Solari right now. If she goes and gets Solari with this first action, then she will beat us to the punch. Oh, Blue is chasing us on this guild track. That's such an annoying thing to do. So Red will start out with their Signet Ring, and they are going to head to Smuggling. So unfortunate for us, they will be able to get their Swordmaster this round. And they will beat us there. Oh, wow, they're using the Signet Ring. That is crazy. That is a mistake for sure. And once again, this doesn't matter because they're going first now, so I'll have it for Green's first turn and my first turn. So I'm going to be able to go shipping a lot more, at least twice. Hopefully that's enough to lock down this. I can't remember who got the Treachery. You are supposed to remember who got a card as impactful as that. I don't think it was Blue, but it might have been. Might have been Blue. We're in danger. So Green will start out with their Signet Ring. Get a little bit of water going. And then head on down to Arakeen. Get a troop, draw a card. And a lot of good rewards here. I would just stick it in. And they do. They do, of course, get a water for their Signet Ring ability. Our turn here. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what we're going to do. And I think we do just go up, down. We need to lock down this alliance ASAP. So we will take the 2 troops. We'll take the bump here. So that'll give us an alliance. And it'll give us 3 more Solari. In this scenario, I think we take the Solari again to fuel our High Council seat. And then we can grab... Oh, we can still grab Swordmaster. I always forget that I can do that. I'm Helena. I don't get blocked there, so that's fine. So hopefully that staves off blue, but they can keep chasing me with that damn ringer there, so we'll see. But they'll start out with their Signet Ring, and I'd imagine they'll start out with their dagger and just head on up, grab the Mentat, get an extra action and a card. Reasonable play. They've been doing that well as the Duke. No one's really been denying them. So, you know, we'll start out with a Dune Desert Planet. She'll just collect some spice. And she'll put 2 troops in. Green will play their dagger. And they'll head on over to Tech Negotiation. And they'll just add a Negotiator down, discounting a future tech by 1. So we will play our dagger here. We'll head on over, grab the Swordmaster. Good to do that as early as possible. We're going to have a decision to make when it comes back around to us. Do we want to get involved in this combat if it's looking pretty light, or do we want to just grab our High Council seat while it's pretty cheap? It's a decision for future me to make. So blue will start out with their Guild Chief Administrator here. And they'll just grab 3 spice for really good value. Glad they didn't continue to chase me on the guild track with that. And they do trash it dagger out of their deck. And thinking about putting this troop in, I think that's the right call. And red will reveal 4 here, or 5, with Mimic Film. And I'd imagine Smuggler Stopter would be the play. Landing Rights is really good as well. 2 really good 4-cost cards here. Red does have the access. Yep, that's the right call. Oh, and a Bounty Hummer comes up. That is so good for Princess Yuna. What a lucky pickup. Oh, and In the Shadows comes up as well. Holy crap. What is going on here? Really powerful Ben and Gesserit cards coming out. Really insane. Oh, and green with a reveal of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because remember, the guild bankers, so they're cruising. And remember, they get 4 points for this because they have 1 less influence with everyone. So they are effectively at 8 right now. Truly incredible. Going to be really hard to stop. So we can win this combat. And I think we just do. We need to get some points. This game might end pretty quick. Well, it won't end pretty quick, but it'll be hard to beat her if we don't get some points going. So this will be pretty big for us. I don't think... blue does have 2 actions left, but they shouldn't be able to get that many troops, so we should be fine. So we do get this victory point here. Get 2. And we'll dump Maulin. Hopefully we can lock this one down. Oh, sorry, I forgot to draw. Okay, good draw. We can get In the Shadows if it comes back around to us. So the Duke's showing a Dune Desert Planet there. I guess getting the Great Flat Spice? It's not going to feel great to do that. You don't get any bonus spice. But I guess they'll just go for it. Does put them up into Highliner range again. Putting a lot of pressure on me to keep this alliance going. So we will reveal we have 1 dagger, 3 persuasion. And yeah, we're taking In the Shadows here. It's such a good card. Do we take the Mission Area? I don't think so. We want to keep our deck as Fremen oriented as possible. Honestly, it'd be nice to start burning some cards out of our deck. So blue will play Weirding Way here. So they can get 1 more troop into the conflict if they want. I wouldn't imagine... that 1 troop could equal 4 Solari, so maybe they do. Hopefully they don't get a good combat intrigue. Oh, they do put it in. Interesting. Really hoping they can't take this one away. Okay, blue reveals 3 here. Kind of awkward. A lot of 4-cost cards here. I don't... Oh, they'll play Charisma. Okay. So they have 5 Persuasion now. And I'd imagine it'd be a Landing Rights. Such a good card. There's an argument to be made for Duncan Idaho as well. Although, I prefer Landing Rights over Duncan Idaho any day. Imperial Bashar's okay as well, if you have a lot of daggers. I don't think they have too many daggers. But yeah, they make the right call. They end up going with Landing Rights. Okay, combat. Starting with green. Blue.
Pass.
Okay, take your rewards. So we do lock down a combat here. Siege of Arakeen. I will take it. And we get a victory point. Always nice to get these early victory points when you can. Victory points are hard to come by. This is one less Spice Must Flow I have to buy now. One less Alliance I have to get. So, good stuff. Oh, Cloak and Dagger. Okay. Blue Highliners here. We're going to be a big risk of getting our Alliance stolen. Okay, we can probably get a Spice Mist turn. This is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we should have enough. Okay, green to move here. They do have 2 water. They could go researching here. They play Reconnaissance. Yep, and they head right on over to Research Station. The name of their game now is just to buy as many Spice Must Flow cards as possible. If they draw into their Spice Traders here, they're going to be in great shape. So now we'll play our Dune Desert Planet. We'll just head on over. Interstellar shipping again. Just so good. So efficient. So blue does flash their landing rights card there. We'll see if they end up playing it. And they do. Oh, wrong one. And they will go to Arakeen. So I get 1 Solari. Appreciated. And they'll throw 1 troop into the combat. We have to be real worried about blue here. Red will play their Bounty Hunter, and they'll head on over to Arakeen. So we'll get another Solari, which is very nice. And they get 3 Solari for this. Yep. Very good. The cards that give Solari are so good with Yuna. And she will throw the troop in. So a Diplomacy here from Ariana. And she'll head on over, just get some wealth. Likely saving up for their High Council seat. Which we will want to deny here. All those cards, likely Guild Bankers. We do not want her to get 2 more Persuasion on top of that. So, very telegraphed play that we will have to deny here. Don't have a choice. I know we can get there anyway, but we can't have her buying that much Spice Must Flow this turn. So, shut that down for now. And of course, we can still afford our Spice Must Flow. This is still worth 2. That'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can play our Diplomacy still as well. Blue will play their Signet Ring, and they'll head on over to grab the Mentat. We'll see where they decide to take the influence here. They have enough for Highliners too. They could easily chase me with their ring here. I hope they don't. Oh, they're going to too. Gross. Okay, so we are... they're going to go Highliners too, so they will be able to get there. Fortunately, we can win this race. But we'll see what Yuna does first. So Yuna will play her Treachery. She'll head on over to Conspire. So she'll get a ton of Solari from this. And she does get the Alliance, so that's extra troops on top of that. Putting her up to a very healthy 4. So 2 additional troops on top of that. So yeah, they got 2 for this, 2 for that, and then they get 2 for Treachery as well. Yep, yeah, not a combat space. The only reason you can deploy those is with Treachery. Yeah, Treachery does read, deploy these troops to the conflict, so you do not have a choice. You must send them in, which I'm sure they're not too upset about. Although, I suspect blue will be going to Highliners this turn. And green with the reveal here. Yep, there's the dagger. They didn't have an action left anyway, so I guess it's not a big deal. But they only have 2, 4, 5, 6 to buy. So we'll see what they elect to get here. Looking like they'll take the Imperial Bashar, which I think is a good pickup. And they'll take the Arrakis Liaison as well. Did they take the Arrakis Liaison? Maybe not. Nope, they will not. Okay. So now we have to defend this alliance. And we still will have enough. We'll have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get the Spice Must Flow. So we'll play this. Head on over to Fold Space. We need to protect ourselves. And we will be going before blue next turn, so we will be able to go to interstellar shipping for the last influence. So as long as they don't have a way to jump 2 and get maxed out, we're safe. I'm expecting a Highliners here. Oh, no. If they Highliners and win, we are screwed. I didn't even think about that. They can take it away. Oh, that's so bad. It's so bad. Because they're going to take that away. They can go Highliners here. Oh, no. Yep. There it is. Go Highliners. Take it away. Put me out of my misery. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, what a miss. Oh, my God. We are so lucky that they didn't see that play. If they go Highliner there, they win this combat. That's 2 bumps. Thank goodness. Because if they go Highliners, they get the bump there. And then they win the combat. That's another bump. They're up to max, locking us out. Now we get to lock them out. Let's see here. Red will reveal 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't look like they're going to elect to buy anything. Oh, okay. They do take a mission area here. They can't afford Duncan Laurelblade. Solid card. It's basically a rapid mobilization on a stick. I'd probably take it. Decent access. You get a troop. Has some swords on it. Both Duncan's embodiments are on the board right now. If they're trying to go heavy Bene Gesserit, wow, they're just going to take one of these? At least take both. Increase your likelihood. And I believe that is Spice Must Flow. Yeah, so this will be 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, she's so good. So that puts us up to 6 here. First place for now. Remembering that green is effectively at 8 on endgame. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, they have Guild Administrator. Oh, well. Whatever. We're losing this one. Oh, that sucks. Whatever.
Just to be safe. Yeah. 4.
Okay, you get to review.
Yeah, 1 dagger.
Okay. That puts them out of range of most things. I actually don't think... Unless it's a blackmail, they should be safe. Yeah, combat. Oh, God. Gross. I'm going to vomit. So they get 2 intrigues. They get the bump, which I imagine they'll take here. Oh, it feels bad. We wasted a lot of time on that track. I should have seen that earlier. I shouldn't have played to full space there. I should have used my diplomacy somewhere else. That kills us. Yeah, we have to take interstellar shipping here. Do we want any of these? I don't think they do much for us. Although we could take disposal facility, I guess. We do have the conflict 3s coming up, so we actually don't get that much value out of it anyway. We get 1, maybe 2 trashes. Probably not worthwhile. 5 cards left. Yeah, we'll take it. Because we're probably not getting back to interstellar shipping ever, so I think it's fine. So we'll just take the point here. And we will take disposal facility. Revealing shuttle fleet. Solid tech. So we do get to trash 1 card on buy. And so now every time we reveal 6 or more, we can destroy 1 card in play. Very solid. And we should be doing that most turns now, especially with our High Council seat. Machinations coming up. That would be a good one for us to win. Don't know if we'll be able to, though. A weirding way from the Duke here. I'd imagine this would be a play into Mentat. We shall see. Drawing a bunch of cards here. And I imagine you just throw in your troop. They flashed their intrigue card there. Calculated higher, I believe. So good to keep that in mind. You never want to be doing that. That's why you should always pay attention at the table. They'll play their Dune Desert Planet. They'll get to collect 3 spice for it. Oh, there's the calculated higher. Okay, so guess it didn't matter too much that we saw it. A little surprised. You could just take it with Dagger, and then you get to draw a card. Salari's not too big of an issue for you anymore, unless they're trying to get their High Council seat, which they might be. Red will play their Firm Grip. They'll grab their High Council seat, denying green this turn, which is really good for us. We do not want them getting High Council seat with Guild Bankers. Okay, so they'll take the bump with Firm Grip, and then they'll also play Know Their Ways, I believe. Okay, Oriana will play their Dagger here, and they'll just head on up to Tech Negotiation. Trying to decide if they'll take Sonic Snoopers here. They do have one negotiator already down, and they will. They'll get an intrigue card, and they can trash it to cycle out their existing intrigue cards if they want. Revealing detonation devices. Not really relevant at this stage of the game. No one has any. So we do want to reveal 6 here, so we can trash something. I'm really tempted to go Signet Ring to Carthag. Yeah, maybe we just don't worry about the trashing ability. We just go in and try to win this combat. We do have some points we can get here. Some other alliances we can vie for. So we'll start out. Do I want to draw a card here is the question. We already have Late Kinds in our discard, so we actually do want to be cycling through our deck. So I do think we draw. And we pick up a convincing argument. It's fine. That will enable our disposal facility. And we will start dumping troops in here. And we do get the Reserva card as well. So do we want Duncan Laurel Blade or do we want Duncan Idaho? Not an easy call, and we will likely see what we buy. Neither of them are Fremen, which hurts a little bit with their value. Don't know how relevant either of these are going to be for us, honestly. I actually don't think we pick up anything. How many Arrakis liaisons do we have? We have 2, 4. We have a Fremen card. Yeah, I think we actually just hold and don't buy anything. We don't want to dilute down our deck, especially if we would need to be buying a double spice next turn. Okay, Blue will play their Bene Gesserit sister. They'll head on over to Secrets, get a victory point from there. And a secret as well, obviously. Well, an intrigue card as well. And they have 1 action left. They've been getting a ton of Mentats this game. Exactly what you want to be doing as a Duke. Okay, Una will grab her Swordmaster here. So they have 1 more chance to take us down in this combat. Thorvald will take Carthag, get an intrigue card. We'll see. She's at 4 now. She is at risk of having her intrigue stolen, but doesn't seem to care about that. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. So if we dagger up to Tech Negotiation, that's a Spice's turn. So we do that. And we actually can't afford anything, so we will just add our Negotiator. And worst case scenario, we get a water from this, which is great for us, because then we can go research station next turn. And pick up something good. So Duke will play their landing rights here, and looks like they are going to head on over to Siege Tabor. And they do, getting a water and a troop. Trying to decide if they're going to collect here or go up. I feel like you'll likely be able to go interstellar shipping next turn, because you'll be going first. And it'll allow you to buy any of these techs. So I think you just go up. There's some good techs here. Yeah, and they do. What's the resources going to do for you at this point anyway, you know? Might as well get a little greedy. Oh, okay. Advanced weaponry coming out. So they do get a Dreadnought in. But I'm actually fine with getting the water here. And I imagine they'll put it in. Okay, so that puts them at first, and I have no way of counteracting that. Starting to notice that The Fremen is a very unpopular alliance. Not being taken as much as it used to be. So, red will reveal 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buying power. I imagine you just don't get anything here. None of these really do much for you. They do have a little bit of Bene Gesserit synergy, but is that really going to come in play? We're at the conflict 3s at this point. They do end up taking it.
Of course it's 7.
And Shai-Hulud comes up 4-7, and it sounds like they're a little bit upset about it. But nothing you can do about that. Yep, and that's it. They'll settle for their 1 mission area. Green to reveal here. So they'll play their Sonic Snoopers, and they'll imagine just get rid of a bunch of their entry cards. Wow, they're going to get rid of all 4. Or actually, no, they'll just get rid of 2. So that does signal they probably have some endgame intrigue cards here, which is just going to be bizarre with this Spy Satellites deck. But I don't know how we win this game. We're going to need a double spice turn next turn. So they do reveal 3 and a spice. No, not really doing much with that. They're kind of running out of steam here. They actually have 4 because they went to tech negotiation. Trying to decide if they want to get Duncan, Idaho here. And they don't. Yeah, I agree with that. So we reveal 9 once again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So that puts us up to 7 here. First place for now. Effectively not in first place, though, if we remember Spy Satellites. But it's a problem for future me to deal with. Blue will reveal 5 and a dagger. So they will be winning this combat. So blue grabs Duncan, Idaho. So, blue, anything? Oh, looks like green's play an ambush. Oh, I don't have anything blue. Okay, I didn't think so, but you gotta check. Okay. So, kind of a weird play. I guess they just want to get it out of their hands so they don't get one of their better intrigues stolen. But we do get 1 water here for tying for second. So we tie for third. Yep. The Solari doesn't mean much for us anyway. We're pretty much just using it for Mentats now. We have our High Council and our Swordmaster. So blue takes the bump with a Bene Gesserit, takes the bump with the Fremen. So they're really taking off here. You can easily get another point with an alliance. 2 alliances. Oh, blue, you have to send your...
yeah,
somewhere.
sorry. Yeah.
I forgot to.
Yeah, here.
Okay, I'll send it to Erkin. I guessed wrong. Okay, so the battle for Carthage here, 2-point victory. I don't think we'll be able to compete for this one. Don't have a lot in the way of combat power. Really hoping that blue doesn't go to research station here. So they will use their Signet Ring. So they'll go up to interstellar shipping, which is fine by me. So they'll go up, then down, collect all these juicy benefits. And they can catch up with a track as well. I actually think they are... so they could catch up here. So that's another victory point for them.
Then I'll buy detonation device for 1.
Taking detonation devices probably won't end up mattering. I'd assume this game's going to end pretty soon here.
And then I'll pay for my signet ring to move 2 bumps, right? One in here, because I can't anyone else.
Yep. And then you get the bump for the shipping.
Yeah. I'll think I'll go with the...
So they have their choice. They take their signet ring bump here, which I think is very reasonable. And now they can decide which alliance they want. I'd probably take the Bene Gesserit, get the intrigue card. Okay, and they do. Nope, they take the Fremen instead. Okay. They might end up going selective breeding with their turn, and that's a better action anyway, so. Completely understand that. I would actually love to deny Mentat here. And I think I will. Cycle out one of these dumb daggers. Oh, we forgot the trash with our disposal facility. The whole reason we bought the stupid thing. Whatever. Too late now. Always remember your things, folks. So it looks like Unit's going to play her Smuggler Stomp. Or just head on over to Smuggling. And I'd imagine this would just be a... So if you think the game's going to go on, you go up. If you think it's going to end this turn, you collect now. I think it's going to end this turn. Duke's at 7. They have an alliance here they can get. They have a point here they can get. Yep, and they collect. I think that makes a lot of sense. And they will go for the Solari. I imagine just trying to pay for a ring. Hey, so this is Editor Orsky coming back. I was a little bit confused here. I didn't notice this during the game, but Yuna ends up spending 7 Solari and using her ring ability, even though she used her smuggler stopped her. Didn't notice this during the game. She ends up taking a bump with the Bene Gesserit, getting the troop, and getting all the ring benefits, but she obviously shouldn't have here. But they do end up realizing their mistake, and a little bit later in the match, they end up taking back all those rewards, so it's fine. And they get to draw a bunch of cards for Smuggler Stopped her. Green will play Diplomacy here. And they'll just head on down to Selective Breeding. Oh, nice. Big denial play. So now if blue wants that point, they'll have to head on to Secrets, which is not as good. Green will trash their Spice Must Flow, and they get to draw 2 new cards. So now we have to decide, what do we think is a higher impact play? Blocking blue from going to Research Station and drawing 3 cards, or blocking blue from getting the Mentat. Unfortunately, there is a scenario where they collect Spice and they go to Highliners and they win this combat getting 2. But there's a chance they didn't draw into Access. There's actually a decent chance. So, yeah, I think we just deny the Research Station here. We do not want to let the Duke draw a bunch of cards. They do have the water to do it. Okay, no Liat Kynes. Feels a little bit bad. But we can still make it happen. And we'll just put the troops in. This is likely the last turn, so no reason not to. Fortunately, this does give blue the opportunity to get the Mentat now. We'll see if they do. But I think it's a bigger deal for us to block Research Station than it is for us to block Mentat, personally. Because there's also a lot of Spice here, so they could also go to the Haga Basin and get it. And then that would be a very good use of all of their water. So they do reveal a Guild Ambassador there. Yep, they'll grab the Mentat. We had to make a decision there, and I think we made the right one. So, getting a card, getting an extra turn. Very solid. So now with their last 2 turns, they can collect Spice and go to Highliners. So, we'll see if they end up doing that. They can also just go around and collect the free points they have sitting around. Both are probably solid options. Red will play their Signet Ring, and they'll just head on over to Carthag. So they'll get an Intrigue card. So they will use their Signet Ring ability here. They get a Troop of Spice and a Bump Up. Yeah, they'll just start working on the Bene Gesserit track. Yep. And they'll dump 4 in. So green will grab their High Council seat finally. So they'll most likely be getting our Spice Must Flow here. So we have a decision to make. We can get a victory point with the Bene Gesserit if we play our Diplomacy to Secrets and then reveal this. Fine. But unfortunately, that would put us at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I could dagger to Tech Negotiation, but that would only be 8. So that part's a little bit awkward. We got really unlucky getting In the Shadows and both daggers. I probably should have just went Mentat. Thinking back. I shouldn't have tried to play around someone else's game and just block. This is awkward. Disposal facility, not trashing that. It was a huge hindrance to my game plan. Actually, game changing. Because now I can't get everything done that I need to get done. Ugh, gross. Gross, gross, gross. But I think we just deny the victory point here. Hope we get something good. Oh, wow. What a smack in the face. Yeah, we should have taken Mentat. That was dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Yep, and blue will just set up for their Highliners. Yeah, because if we grab Mentat there, we can cycle out this dagger. Then we can go... We are always guaranteed to get Research Station because we're not blocked there. I know I wanted to block the Duke, but that ended up not really mattering at all. And it will end up hurting our game at the end of the day. We went from being able to get 2 points this turn to just getting 1, which sucks. Red will play their dagger. And they'll just head on over to Tech Negotiation. So green will reveal 2, 3 buying power. Yeah, Yeah, that's it. So they can't get a Spiceman's Flow. So they've been doing nothing, really. A little bit unfortunate. So another option we have here. Play in the shadows to Arakeen to draw a card and hope we can get a Spiceman's Flow out of that. And then eventually, if we can get one spice, which we should from this conflict, we can go to selective breeding and trash this out. Do we think we can... I think this game might go on another round. So I think that might be our best option. So, because we can always trash this out with selective breeding to get the... well, then if we're going to selective breeding anyway, it doesn't matter. We'd have to draw a 2 persuasion card, though, which is so unlikely. Yeah, unfortunately, we're just not getting anything interesting done this round. So where do we go? Oh, you know what I just realized? We're not blocked at Mentat. So we can just go for the big Hail Mary draw here. And I think we do it. That's our best play. So we need a 2 persuasion cost, and we can definitely find it. Come on. Nope. Okay. Well, that sucks. Whatever. I think that was our best out there. So here's the highliners for blue. Yep. They've been able to go there pretty much infinitely this game.
I don't know how to regroup them. You do with
Yeah, it's fine. You made a little face. Let's see here. So red does have the alliance. So they get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you just take the Spiceman's Flow here. And they do. So they go up to 6 here. And they will also... Oh, yeah. They actually had 11 with tech negotiation. And they'll also play Cull to get a card out of their deck. And they'll get rid of that Spiceman's Flow. So we do get a point here, putting us up to 8. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 buying power. We do get the trash a card with disposal facility, so we also get a spice as well. So, yep, we will finally do what we should have done last time. Actually, I think we want to get rid of the spice instead. Right? Actually, wait a minute. We keep the spice. There's a chance we get to... Holtzman engine, which would be an extra point. So we get rid of the dagger here. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we will take the Shai Hulud now. We don't have to worry about drawing in it. We're pretty much just buying it for the... well, it doesn't matter, actually. We really don't need to buy this at all. But I will because I like it. Do I buy it? Yeah, why not? So we get the trash card from our deck. Oh, we can actually trash the in the shadows. So yeah, we'll do that. So we'll take one more bump here. Threaten this alliance a little bit. How do you like that, Blue? Blue will just reveal 3. And probably not going to do much with that. And we do go before Blue. I don't think we'll have any access to Bene Gesserit, though. It's a little unfortunate. But not a big deal. The reason I got rid of the dagger there is because if we get a Spiceman's Flow next turn, we can pick up Holtzman engine with the extra spice we're going to get from this conflict. I'll pass. So 3 spice for 2 troops. Great value. And it'll enable us to snag Holtzman engine now that we have... we will have 2 Spiceman's Flows, hopefully. Okay, so blue going up to 9 here. Ton of spice building up on the Great Flat. And blue's the only one with access to it. They could actually go Great Flat into Highliners. Yeah, so we actually don't get the Liat Kynes here, which is a little bit awkward. We have a really bad draw, actually. I really wish we had some access to secrets or something here. I think our best bet, though, would be trying to get a double spice turn. We have Liat Kynes. We have a 1 out of 3. She's not in our discard, right? Am I crazy? No, she's not. Yeah, pretty big conflict here. It is the battle for the Imperial Basin, which blue has a flag on. Blue, you get a troop starting in, because it's the battle. Ugh, God, what do we do here? Red will start out with reconnaissance. They'll head on over and grab a water, setting up for a research station. And they will dump 3 troops in. It's going to be a tough one to win. Especially with blue having another Highliner ready baked to go. Green will play their Signet Ring. They'll head on over to Carthag. Get another intrigue card. They're just fishing for victory points at this point. Okay, and Green will play Bindu, or no, they'll play Refocus here. So they get to shuffle their deck and draw a new card. See what they get. I do think their Spice Smugglers was in their discard. So they can't afford to go to Research Station now. It's going to be a race to get over there. Unfortunately, we cannot get the water to go there. We just can't. So there is, I think we take the Mentat here, first of all. Try to get our Liat Kynes. Okay. That's actually not bad. I'll take that.
Not cool, not cool, man.
This will be like the one turn you don't get it.
Yeah, it's like every single thing you had.
Okay, so we do deny it from blue here. Which is, honestly, this is a great card for us to guess. We can actually steal that Alliance now and draw a bunch of cards. So, actually huge. And we'll guarantee to draw into Liat Kynes. We just really need to hope that no one goes to selective breeding. The only one that would be tempted to would be Princess Yuna, but I imagine she's going to go to Highliners if she has access. She does have 6 spice now. Which is big for us, because that means the Duke probably won't be able to win this combat. They've been very reliant on Highliners to get troops going. And Red already has a combat advantage right now. Oh, this is how they do it. Wow, wow, wow. They are going to make great use of this. They're going to go Weirding Way into Highliners, I'd imagine. And they were a little upset because I took Mentat. If I don't take Mentat there and they take it instead, Red gets the Highliners. And they would have lost out on 2 points. So, if anything, I helped them out there. Wow. And I'd imagine this would be a Highliners here. So, Blue's really thinking here. They might not have the access. They do have two cards. They have, I think it was, oh, wow. Wow, okay, so they're going to go for the Research Station play. Ariana's going to be really upset about that. So they're going to go for the Spice to put themselves up to 10 here. I guess they didn't have Highliners access. I should have searched their discard. They might not have just had it. And I think Yuna has to go Highliners here if she has the access. I really hope she does. We want her to get the victory points here. Because if she doesn't have it, Blue definitely has it now. Well, maybe not. They could have not drawn it. Pretty low likelihood, though. It's a 3 out of 6, basically. For each of them. So they would have had to get really unlikely not to draw guild access there. Oh, yes. They have Dispatch and Envoy. Oh, yeah. Okay. So they're going to be able to go to Highliners now. And I really hope they do. They'll play their Missionaria Protectivia. Doesn't do anything, obviously, because there's no other Bene Gesserit in play. But, oh, yes. That is what we need. They get to flood the battlefield. Huge. Huge denial play. And that puts us in a much better position here. Especially if Blue can't afford to get a Spicemas flow. This is a victory condition for us. We might be able to pull this out. We'll see what Green does. I'm sure Green would have liked to have gone to Research Station. So this is going to be a pretty awkward turn for them. We do have to remember, Green looks like they're really far behind, but they have 4 points from this. So they are at 8 right now. Although they've been having a really hard time getting extra victory points. They might have some intrigues that give them victory points. But I can't really think. The only one they would have would be Corner of the Market. And that would only give them 1 victory point because I have a bunch of Spicemas flows. Although I have been trashing some of them. So if they're able to buy it this turn, they would get the double points because they would have 3. Oh, you know what? They trashed them too. So never mind. Okay, they're going to just go for the Spice here for a tiebreaker. And they do get to draw a card with that. With her Spice Addict. So now we get a juicy play here. And we take this every time. We slam this play. Now we search our discard. And we will get rid of this dagger. Don't want to be drawn into that. Get the draw 2. Oh, yes. And that puts us up. We got a victory point with the Bene Gesserit. We do get a intrigue card for that as well. This is a point. Wow, that's a huge pickup. We are actually getting pretty lucky here at the end of the game. And we also get the draw for our fold space. And we pick up a Dune Desert Planet. Okay. This goes into the trash because we never bought it. Okay, I think that is everything. We can reserve a card as well, but I don't really care to at this point. None of this is helping anyone, so we'll just defer our Signet Ring ability. Okay, blue will play an Infiltrate here. Oh, oh my god. Wow, that is crazy. Okay. This is going to be exciting. So, blue does end up getting to go Highliners. They're still behind, so we'll see what their intrigue cards are. Nah. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is going to be a freaking exciting one. They have detonation devices too, so they win by a mile if they lock this down. We're really hoping red can get a little more troop action in. And there is an Arakeen up for grabs, so they can at least get one. Also, Hardy Warriors. But they'll elect to go Bounty Hunter. Wow. They're going to draw. You have to win this combat, red. I'm a little surprised. Maybe they're trying to draw in some daggers. I can't remember if they have anything too crazy. Green will play Urgent Mission here. So they'll get another action now. And they'll play their Diplomacy. And they'll just go to Secrets, so they get one more point from that. Unfortunately, that doesn't really do anything for them because they have Spy Satellite, so that's kind of a moot point. But they do get an Intrigue card, which can be worth a point if they get lucky. We shall see. And they do get Poison Snooper, so that'll give them one more card. Maybe enabling that double buy. Okay, so let's look at our hand here. We have, with Liat Kynes, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we have one extra on top. So we can play one of our Dune Desert Planets here. Not really sure it makes a huge difference here. I think we just grab 2 spice for tie-breaking purposes. Call it a day. You know, it would be nice if we could grab Holtzman Engine. That would be worth a point here. Can we? 4, 5. No, we can't actually. We can't afford it. So we will play this. Dune Desert Planet. This will get blue or spice, but I don't think that's a big deal. Is there anything else I want? Should I draw a card with this? Do I totally screw myself if I do that? If I don't draw into a card, yeah, no, that's a huge risk. Not worth it all. So I'll just play this. I'll get some spice. Put one in. Let me just double count because I'm paranoid. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep. We're golden. We are golden. It's going to be a big buy turn. So blue. Wow, they do have 2 daggers here. But that means they all have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buying power. So they can't get a Spice Mist Flow. So we'll see if Red's decision to not put an extra troop in is going to bite them in the butt here. Oh, and it's not looking good. Oh, they get the spice, but they really need to win this combat. Oh, man. So green will reveal 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So they'll just get 1 spice. I'll reveal here. Double spice.
Nice.
Seriously?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Liat Kynes. She is beautiful and terrifying. Okay, so
Oh my god.
we actually, I think we still
Yeah,
win,
already.
even if blue wins this combat. Because we have Grand Conspiracy now, and that's a point. But we'll see. So green will play a finesse here. And a cannon turrets. That doesn't... Oh! Oh! Okay. So yeah,
I would-
your Dreadnought gets retreated.
Oh my god. Come on.
So that'll drop you down to 14. Wow, that is huge. That is huge. And they'll play the daggers from
Nice.
finesse as well. Anything blue
Yeah.
or red?
That got me.
No, I passed.
Anything? Nope.
Yeah, I'll play.
Okay,
the
you play that.
+3.
You still
Yeah, but the dreadnought cost me.
Oh,
the
that
game,
does
you
cost
know.
him a point. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Damn.
yeah, I'm
Oh,
second probably.
Nice. I think you still got it.
No, I won't because I can't use my.
So yeah, you don't get the detonation devices point, but
yeah,
you do get
detonation
2
devices. I would win this. Yeah. So
for
Yeah.
Imperial
probably
Basin.
I would win this. Yeah.
So I'll give you the points now. That puts you up to 11.
Can't
We'll do intrigues now, or endgame stuff.
Yeah.
So I have Grand Conspiracy.
So it would win anyway, right?
You
So
got
that
one?
gives me
You got 1 point?
1 more. So that puts me up to 12.
Yeah, good game. Very nice.
Yeah, good game. Close one. And remember, if you liked the video, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.